Hey everybody, if it looks very blurry in here, I do apologize. I have purple light over there and I'm sitting in a living room. It's not so goth. And that hideous couch. Oh. Enough of that shit out of the way. I am going to talk about, because I am late on this, very late. I was planning on doing a video like last week or the week before, but stuff just got ahead. In February, being known as Black History Month, I thought I would do a video about some black goth bands. Well, goth bands with, black members and stuff like that. And why am I doing this? Because, I think it's very important for, our subculture, to, for people that aren't in our subculture, people that aren't goth that are watching this, to understand that, it's not just one race of people that are part of the goth subculture, right? Like, we're a whole bunch of people. We're white, we're black, we're Latino, we're Brazilian, we're, German, we're Irish, we're Asian, we're, Australian, we come from everywhere. And, that is something that's very important and one of the most, not one of, probably the most beautiful things about the subculture that we have. So, yeah, this ain't gonna be like a terribly long video. And those are my cats, if you are wondering what that hissing is. They like to hiss at things. Don't ask me why. I don't know why. But, yeah. So I want to talk about, some good goth music, with black members, black singers and stuff like that. So, and the gothic, like, the related type of things, I think it's very important to mention Screaming Jay Hawkins. He, musician back in a long time ago. But, he, not necessarily goth music per se, but, he was, one of those musicians that very much inspired so many different types of music, the inspiration for shock rock, the inspiration for, a lot of the spookiness in music and, death rock too. So I think he's like a really good honorable mention. If not goth, then definitely goth adjacent. That musician in general inspired so many musicians to play dark and spooky music. It's really cool. Okay, so let's get started with some good goth bands that have black singers in them. I would say the most known goth band, band that was in the goth subculture that had a black member in it was The Cure, the drummer. Andy Anderson, to be precise. That band, the influence that band has on, like, not only goth music, but music in general is undeniable. And he had a really great contribution to that. Another band would be, I think, one of the most popular, like, well-known bands is Light Asylum. And I, especially now, that's my cat again, sorry. But Light Asylum is just a really good band in general. I remember when I discovered them back in 2019, 18-ish, with their song Dark Alleys. It's such a beautiful song. A lot of the other music that they have, Heart of Dust, Skull Beep, sorry, and etc. And the singer is just so beautiful. I love her. She's really cool. I'm pretty sure it's a female. And that's like another beautiful thing I find about that band is, like the lead singer is this beautiful embodiment. I just love her. Another band would be Oh Children. That's another well-known band. Um, those guys have been going around for a while too, and I like that band. That band is also in the playlist. A band that's been kind of very popular about for the past like 10 plus years because of I want to say that song on American Horror Story would be She Wants Revenge. That's that the whole album. That song is off of such a good album. I really love it. I bought that like around I was 17 when I bought that album. That main song is off of on CD, and I didn't even watch American Horror Story, before I started listening to that song and that band, and there's just so many good bangers in that. Like, it's simple, but it's so good, and the singer, he knows how to work his magic in that. Shadow Boutique, The Wrath, Glorious Din. There's a few others that I have on this playlist that I have um, that you'll be able to see uh, on my playlist if you look at like my playlist and stuff. But this is also for like YouTube too, not necessarily like Spotify or any. I do have a Spotify playlist of this too, but I don't really use Spotify too much. But there's a whole bunch of black artists in the goth scene that I have on my playlist, and I'm adding more too. So like the ones that you see now, they're not just the only ones. I'm gonna be adding more, and the more I find some, Urban Heat. He's That's a good song. That's a good band. Jordan Fiction. I think that's the name of that one guy. But that's the gist of what this video is. It's short. I'm sorry, but I was going to make a video of this earlier this month, but things get in the way. Life happens and all that shit. So check it out. And I want to make like more playlists of stuff too, like Latino goth bands from Brazil, goth bands from Mexico, goth bands from Canada, goth bands from Germany, goth bands from Australia. There's so many different places, so many different ethnics that make this goth subculture so beautiful and stuff that I want to show it. And it's not just white people that are in the subculture. It's everybody is on it. So you know sorry for the short video, but and I should have written a better list down. But you're just gonna have to check it out. Check it out, and if you see a black, for this particular playlist, black goth band that's not on this list, definitely let me know in the comments, and I'll find music from them and add them in there. That is very much, worthy. And if you have a band of your own, let me know, and I'll add that to a playlist, of some sort. So, yeah, take care of yourselves, and goodbye.